Was the Yakuza name change worth it? Back when RGG Studios announced Ishin, Gaiden, and Infinite Wealth, they made the decision to rebrand the Yakuza franchise to Like a Dragon, the real name of the series in Japan. On paper, it seems right to finally change the name since it was only named Yakuza in America to try to make it sound cooler to the Western audience. People know what the series is now and doesn't need the Yakuza name. Also, the fact that you never even play as a current Yakuza member in any of the games. It's a little misleading, honestly. But here's the thing, the name has been Yakuza for so long that changing it now just seems like it's a little confusing for everyone involved. Like it's the same series as Yakuza, but it makes it sound like it's a whole new thing over here, especially when you put it next to Judgment. It also has the confusion with remakes with a game called Yakuza. Do you rebrand it to also Like a Dragon, or do you leave it be? What they're doing with the remake of Yakuza 3 is leaving it be, which is probably the right move. But that means we're seriously gonna have a game called Yakuza 3 Kiwami, and then a whole new Like a Dragon game right after. It's the same series, but entirely different names. It also doesn't help that the 7th game in the series is called Yakuza Like a Dragon. Like, that throws everything into the bowl. You see the problem here? With all the shit they've tried to do with the titles, it just causes so much head scratching. I just wish they called Yakuza Like a Dragon, Yakuza 7, or just Like a Dragon. You know, to kick off a new chapter with Ichiban. Making the change for Infinite Wealth and Ishin just feels like the directors had no idea what they were doing with this name change. They wanted to make it unified, but because of their efforts, we're getting nothing but spaghetti. Do not even get me started on Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. First of all, the Like a Dragon tag I feel didn't really need to be here. I get that it's Majima, but he has nothing to do with any of the dragons. Nor does this game have a big importance related to the Japanese mafia. I mean, they are here, it's just not a huge part of the game. We're on a goddamn boat flying through the seas against a comically evil written villain. That is what Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is. God, it's such a long name. The Pirate Yakuza part is fine, albeit a little bit bland. You could've went with Like a Pirate, throwing a little cool spin on it, no? I think it would've been fine. I feel like they only added that little bit just because Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza sounded really weird. But while we're on this topic, ever since Yakuza 6, they have really tried to go with a subheader for each game. The Song of Life, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, which is a good idea in my opinion, but what the hell are these subheaders? I can kinda understand the Song of Life with 6 because Haruka's kid and all, and the end of the story for Kiryu, the old ending for Kiryu, and with 7's Like a Dragon, that could be literally any of the games. Like any of them. But that isn't my personal favorite. No, my personal favorite subheader is Infinite Wealth. What does that mean? Like, seriously, what does this have to do with the damn story? Like, the game is about Kiryu's finale and Ichiban's passing of the torch. They don't go to a casino and make infinite Ichibucks in this game. Like, someone tell me, how the hell does this dumbass subheader make any sense? Because I just don't see it, man. I will say though, the man who erased his name is a pretty good subheader. I mean, he ends up, not erasing it, but it's a good representation of what Kiryu really did. Overall, good idea, just execute better. There's a ton of good ideas that have been in these recent RGG games, but I just feel like most of these are half-assed either due to time restraints or simply not giving a shit. I really hope that Stranger Than Heaven is their first game in a while where they slow down production and try to create and innovate with a finished product. The name Stranger Than Heaven is cool and interesting. Hooray! So at least there's some light at the end of this tunnel. As for the Yakuza / Like a Dragon series, it's gonna be known for both from now on. You just can't get rid of either now. You've made Yakuza games, then you made Like a Dragon games, and now there's more Yakuza games. That's just what RGG is gonna have to live with now. I like these games and I want them to succeed. Let's just make some normal ass decisions now, please. But something big happened at the ever so eventful Game Awards this year. There was one game that actually seemed interesting to me. Gang of Dragon. Interesting title. A game that smelled so Yakuza I was shocked when I saw the developer Nagoshi Studios. Wait a minute, that couldn't be... No, it is. That's the original Yakuza director, Toshihiro Nagoshi, making his own Yakuza game free of RGG's chains. My biggest complaint with the Yakuza games has always been how rushed they were. Most games were made in 1 year, making huge sacrifices to the new and interesting ideas, and instead recycling old content because that's just what you have to do with that time frame. Nagoshi seems to be making a new original game, free from time restraints and having full creative control. This is basically a Kojima Konami situation 2.0. Nagoshi wanted to try and create new and better ideas since Kiryu's story has really been done since 3. RGG has just been dragging the carcass around for decades at this point, making sloppy games and remakes just for the sake of cash. It's pretty sad to watch their downfall in real time, but this new opponent who is literally the original director of the franchise, I think we're gonna see the first Yakuza game in a while with straight genuine passion and care put into it. Stranger Than Heaven looks interesting, but they've barely shown it and instead putting man hours into slop like the Yakuza 3 remake, where there were replacing voice actors and faces for real-life sex offenders. Real classy over there. Needless to say, I am hyped for this. I cannot wait to see actual innovation in a modern Yakuza-like game. And oh my god, even the dub sounds better.